Hey everyone, Eric here with an update video today on our internet situation. I promised I'd bring this video to you and address our situation and the outcome of the problem that we had there for a while, and here we are. I didn't want to do this video until I've had some time to really judge the service post-fix. So yes, we are fixed, we are working, we are back to race car internet speed. We have Formula One speed, this is great, but we had some problems. We had some technical problems with our provider, Cogeco, and I did a couple of videos where I was very displeased and I kind of expressed my dissatisfaction with the service. I think I was in line. I didn't get out of line, whatever. But I was a little bit, vocal about what was happening because I was paying for a certain level of service and wasn't getting it. Started collecting some data, doing tests, doing speed tests throughout the day and evening, and showing the staff where in the evening time after 7 o'clock, the speed was dropping down below, like unacceptable levels. We were paying for a 10 meg upload service, and it was dropping below even a half of 1 meg, so a half of a megabyte upload, which was, it literally killed our shows, our live broadcasts with the guests that we've had on, because we need that speed. So we had to cancel a couple of guests at the very last minute, which was very unprofessional on my part, to do something like that. We were forced. Our hands were forced to do such things because we had no internet. Fortunately, the guests understood. Very, very cool. They're rebooked. They'll be back on the show at a later date. But a lot of phone calls, a lot of direct messages, a lot of correspondence, a lot of Facebook messages, Twitter DMs, all that kind of stuff. Back and forth with various people at Cogeco. And they found the problem. They centralized it to a locale here right in our small town, literally on our street. It was not inside the home. It was not a problem with their lines coming to the house. It was not a problem with our modem here we have in the studio, which is that's their property. It's not third-party routers and things like that. So everything here is good. We had brand new lines run to the house, brand new line coming to the studio. We don't have cable television. We just have cable internet. So, you could not ask, as a former cable guy like myself, working for a third-party contractor for Cogeco at one time, in our world of the technician installs, you could not ask for a better system. Brand new line to the house, one split to the modem, not even a split direct line to the modem. It's picture perfect. But they found the problem, they isolated it, and it's been resolved. And I've never seen this level of commitment to customer service. Now, of course, I was probably more vocal than some of the other people in the neighborhood might have been. Maybe they don't depend on the internet as much as we do, in the level of the capacity that we do, because we need this upload speed, right? But nonetheless, if this helped our neighbors as well, and other members of our small town here, well, then that's awesome. I'm happy that maybe this took care of our problem and maybe problems for them as well too. I just want to name a few people at Cogeco who went above and beyond the call of duty to make this happen. And I don't know their last names, and nor do I, even if I knew their last names, nor would I want to share them just for privacy. But I spoke with a supervisor there. His name was Bruno. He called me one night and he said, look, I don't want you to have to call and get on hold and wait for this long queue to get answers on your system. I'll be your chief kind of point of contact. And he called me several times. He called me again another day, just giving you an update, all these other kinds of good feeling things, right? And then I spoke with a technician named Joe. I was on the road one day, received a phone call while I was mobile. I actually missed his call, so I called him back. And he was literally going in for some surgery the next day. It was, I'm not sure, it wasn't something serious or anything like that, but he kind of told me it's nothing to worry about. But he's going in for surgery the next day, and he took time out of his schedule to call me and let me know that, okay, here's what the problem was. We got it rectified. We just want to let you know, sir, you're in good hands, blah, blah, blah. We're so very sorry for any of the trouble that you and your viewers experienced. And it was actually quite cool because the day I spoke to him, I think it was the day before, I had Michael Sweet from Striper coming on the show. He says, I'm a fan of Michael Sweet. I like Van Halen. So it's so cool. I was totally diffused from the situation where I was a while back, where I was angry. I wanted a solution. I needed a solution, and I couldn't get it. So, Bruno, thank you so very, very much. Speaking with Jodi through customer service through Facebook, through the Cogeco page, Jodi has been a godsend to me as well, too. So thank you so much, Jodi, for your correspondence, for, understanding my frustrations and things like that. There was a weight of stress on me that was just astronomical. And I kind of described it to a few people, as like I was afraid of the internet. when we do our live shows, there's so many things that we have to do to make them run efficiently. A lot of people think we just go hit record, a little blue light comes on, or red light, or whatever it may be, and we're live, and hey, let's just pull some stories out of the clear blue and let's talk, right? It doesn't go that way. We prepare things weeks in advance, sometimes months in advance. We do test calls with our guests. We have a lot of technological things going on at the same time. The last thing that we want to worry about is our internet going to work? And I became afraid of the internet. It'd be like, if you put your hand on the stove and you burn yourself, and then the next time you're not sure if the burner's on, but you're afraid to go near that stove because you go to put your hand in and you might get burned. And I was almost like afraid that the internet was going to burn me, and it was really taking me off my focus of the shows. And I could feel it. There's a few times where I would do some live. I wanted to do some demonstrations on some software. They weren't scripted, or they weren't planned in advance like my celebrity interviews. But I would get the inspiration to go live to do some demos, and I couldn't do it. And then every time I got that inspiration, I was worried. There again, it was that fear of the internet, and that's not a cool thing. It was like a buzzkill. If that word makes sense to some of you, it was like a buzzkill. But the problem's been fixed. Now, the Cogeco staff saw my videos, of course, which probably escalated some things. And, they said, you had right to probably even say more than you did. And so that was cool. They respected what I said. And I said, look, I think it's fair that I leave the videos up, the other two videos. I'm not going to link to them. I'm not going to lead you by the hand and show you the videos. They're on my channel. You can find them. And, yeah, they're rant videos, soft rants. But I said I'd be a hypocrite if I just took those videos and put them away and said everything's good. Now, everything was bad. Now everything is good. Okay, so the videos are still there, but this is my retraction, or actually it's not even a retraction. I'm not going to take back what I said, because what I said was true at the time. It was very frustrating. Technology was not working, so there's nothing for me to take back. But what I'm trying to say now is I am 100% thrilled with not only the outcome, I'm thrilled with the quality and care and commitment. So if they treat me like this, I think everyone else out there can feel that's a customer, a paying customer of theirs, can feel that the support will be there for them when they need it. Now, yes, I got to get a couple of people calling me. Not everyone gets that luxury of, having, top level staff contacting them. And I know that won't happen for everybody. And I'm sorry, that's just the way it works. They can't call everybody, but they took a moment to do that. And I appreciate that. And I do say this, that if you have a problem with your service, whether it's, cable television or internet with this provider, Cogeco, that I feel rest assured that you will get satisfaction. It may take a call, it may take a couple calls, but have patience and you will get resolution to the problem. They proved it for me, and I doubted them. I didn't think I was going to get resolution to this problem. And I also did not, and this has been about 2 weeks now that it's been working, I did not want to do a video the next day or even 3 or 4 days after and say, yep, everything's great. Because you know how things work like that. You need some time. So I haven't done a ton of speed tests. I just know that every single time, yes, I did. I did probably about, maybe 6, 8, 10 speed tests at varying times for several days after the repair, and everything was perfect. Like literally picture perfect, no problem. And then I just stopped doing tests because that fear factor of the internet that I was getting was gone again. So when you don't fear anything, it's out of your mind. It's out of sight, out of mind. I didn't have to worry about it. So no more speed tests after that. Just put it out of sight, out of mind. I did multiple impromptu live broadcasts after the fact. Everything worked because I was not afraid of it anymore. I was in a good mindset. I was in a good mood. Some of my guitar playing was some of the best I've ever done, and good feedback from our viewers at the time. It was a really positive experience where I'm in a good mood, and I'm giving off good vibes. They're receiving the good vibes. They're giving good vibes back. Everyone was happy. It was just you couldn't have been a better situation, and that all came from the resolution to a very stressful problem. So we've had lots of time to use the service post-fix. I'm just going to go on the record to say that I could not be more happy. I'm satisfied beyond belief. I want to thank Joe, Bruno, and Jodi, not necessarily in that order. They're all as important. They all have varying different positions and jobs within Cogeco, but you all made things better for not only me and the family here. I want to kind of take us out of that loop. I want to say, as far as the order of importance, it's you guys and girls that watch our shows. And Cogeco admitted this to us as well too. They weren't doing this just for me. They're doing it because, one of the staff members said, look, they like to go home on the weekend and watch Game of Thrones, and if they can't get Game of Thrones, they're upset. Well, they could feel, and I'm certainly not saying on my shows or anywhere in the same wheelhouse as Game of Thrones, which I love, by the way, and 2 more episodes ago, cannot wait. But they said, we don't want your fans to be going without your content. So they cared about us, they cared about you, and they wanted a satisfied customer in the end, which they've got. So hats off to Cogeco. I do recommend them. I do recommend them for people in our part of Ontario, southwestern Ontario, that within the geographical region of their services. I do recommend them highly. Prices are competitive with everybody else out there, in some cases better. But for speed and things like that, anybody that wants to be in the same game that I'm in, they're definitely the one to go with. And if you're not doing broadcasting, just gaming, and a lot of people doing live streaming with video games and stuff like that too, it's definitely the service to go with. Certainly a lot better than the DSL providers and the other providers in our area. We do have 2 or 3 of them. It's fast service, and I recommend it wholeheartedly. And then, again, I recommend that customer service. Thank you so much, Cogeco. This has been a good video I've been wanting to do. I just have not had the time to sit down and shoot this. Again, though, I wanted to make sure that I had time to have factual data and good results and a good feeling, because I will never do a video and give something a positive review or positive feedback if I can't put my heart and soul and 100% belief into it. That's why I don't do a lot of product reviews on different things. I've had a lot of people offer me products to review, and if I can't put my heart and soul into it and say, I believe in this product, you won't see it here. Nor will I recommend a service, whether it be a food place or a car mechanic, or in this case, an internet service provider, if I can't put my heart and soul into it. So hopefully this video finds you well, and I want to thank all of our fans that are watching this right now. Some of them are friends as well too. Thank you for your patience in our downtime where we had some crazy things going on. And I just want to say that we're blessed to have people like you, and thank you once again, Cogeco, for taking our complaints seriously, addressing them, and really, really going the extra mile for us. And not a lot of people will do that. I know that for a fact in this business. Not a lot of people today go the extra miles. A lot of people don't even make it halfway there. You went the extra mile. You earned my respect. You earned our business, and we'll continue to have our business. So thank you very, very much. And I can let everyone know that you'll get to expect more shows, more quality content here on all of our shows, thanks to a reliable internet service connection that we have here, thanks to Cogeco. All right, this is not a paid advertisement for them. I'd love to have them on board, but this certainly is not a paid advertisement for Cogeco. It's my thanks, and it's my stress relief, and it just feels very, very good. All right, so watch for more great content coming up with various guests on our various shows in the near future here. Thanks once again, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, cheers.